Okay, hear me out. I'm pretty sure my throttle body is hurting my performance. And before we start this video, guys, we're going to be talking about this Dodge Challenger and something that's been happening to my car recently, and a few series of events that led me to this conclusion that I think that this throttle body that I put on my car, plus some other things I've done to it, is actually hurting my performance. So recently I actually raced a coworker's Charger, a Scatpack wide body, the same Scatpack that raced that G350, and I was pretty sure I was going to beat him, but I thought I was going to beat him by a lot more than I actually did. I actually didn't record the video. It was something that just happened on a whim, and it kind of got me thinking, you know, when I beat him, but I walked him. I didn't really beat him by that much. So I got back home and I started going through some things. I actually took off the throttle body and I was doing some inspecting on it, and something popped up very interesting, and I have it right here. So I did notice that the butterfly valve, there is a bit of a gap. I'm not sure you guys can actually see this, but there is a gap when it's closed. So it is letting a little bit extra air go through that's not supposed to when the car is idling. And I've been having issues here and there, mostly in the mornings when I turn on my car, that when I hit the throttle very lightly, it kind of has like a dead spot on it. But eventually it gets out of that situation and it runs just fine. But it's been happening a lot, especially after I did the full port on my intake manifold. It became more of an issue. Knowing that, and then after I raced this Charger, I was like, you know, what's going to happen to my car when I actually put my OEM throttle body, the 80mm throttle body, not this one. So I've set this back, I'll set it back down. I put on the 80mm throttle body, and I can tell you now, I can tell you guys that my car's drivability improved significantly, especially in the mornings when everything's cold. I no longer had that dead spot when I was hitting the throttle. It would go nice and smooth, even felt like it had a little bit more torque in it. Got me thinking, you know, if I'm going to be putting this throttle body on a car with a ported intake manifold the way mine is, it's definitely going to need a tune. If you're going to be putting this throttle body on a car that does not have a ported intake manifold, it'll work just fine. You shouldn't really have any issues with it, because I didn't until I ported my intake. So let's get back to that, what I was talking about. I put my my OEM throttle body on the 80mm. I've been driving it around. Actually, my car feels like it has more torque on the low end. It feels really good, actually. And I haven't really raced anybody, but I ran into my buddy with the GT350, and he started revving it up. You know, I was like, you know what, it's going down. You know, when this guy starts revving up, you kind of get excited. He gets excited. Let's do it. So I started making the hand gestures. Let's go race. So we went down the street and we actually raced. And I could tell you this, guys, it was surprising. The outcome of this race was very surprising. I went from when I initially take the hit, I get right in front of him right away, and then my car felt like I was just falling on its face. I went from this to, we did a 40 roll, and we were neck and neck to absurdly high speeds. And at the top end, he barely edged me out, like a quarter of a fender, if you want to say. I considered it more like a draw because how close it was. But if you guys look at my older video, at those top speeds, that's when he was really reeling me in, and he was beating me. I'm making this video to let you guys know that I'm gonna try a few things out. I'm gonna drive my car around like this for a while, and I don't know, now I feel like my car is gonna have to need a tune for sure to run this throttle body. I know other people that have run this exact same throttle body, they claim like 25 more horsepower at the crank. So that's something that needs to be done. But as for my car right now, I just have my 80mm throttle body and a fully ported intake manifold. So if you're in a situation like me, when you want to go fast on the cheap, I highly recommend porting this intake manifold aggressively, properly, mind you, and you will definitely notice a difference in performance. Now, if you want to strap a larger throttle body, you're definitely going to need a tune for that. So it's just something I want to talk to you guys about, something that's been going on in the background I really don't talk about, and give you a quick update on the car. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys till next time.